Before starting this class, we will. I'll just want to this here in this what we'll do. What we'll be doing is, can you all see the slides?
Yes, sir.
You
Yes,
are seeing
sir.
the slides. Fine now. So this is actually these are the questions I'll be solving today. They are cardiology questions. So you can see the first question which we'll be solving is, which of the following is not a characteristic feature of mitral stenosis? The first choice given is loud first heart sound. Then is
That's
S3, pre-systolic accentuation, none of the above. Which one you think?
sir.
Hmm.
Yes, three.
Why you say it is S3?
So because loud first heart sound and pre-systolic accentuation are very much characteristic features of mitral stenosis.
Okay. Huh? They are very much characteristics of mitral stenosis. Okay. Roshan, welcome. Okay. The first heart sound and so in mitral stenosis, so the first heart sound is loud. This is a very characteristic which you'll be knowing. And pre-systolic accentuation is also heard. Why you have not picked up this none of the above? Because these two are there
These two.
and
Yes.
these two are left.
Yes, sir.
Why you have not taken these two among these two? Why it can't be none of the above?
Okay.
Roshan,
Sir, S3 is not a characteristics feature, sir.
why?
Because in S3 there is you already told previous day.
Yeah, what I told?
But the cause sounds of ventricular filling, that is the
Yeah,
low pitch
early
sound
rapid filling. Hmm.
Okay.
and low pitch
It is.
sound, sir.
Yeah, S3 is due to early rapid filling.
Filling.
Huh?
Yes, sir.
So in mitral stenosis, the filling of the what is it ventricle, is
Yes, sir.
at deficient. Hmm? It is less,
Yes, sir.
Yes,
huh?
sir. And by the
Because
way, sir,
filling of the ventricle.
S3 is
Yeah,
acute LVF.
yeah. There is okay. That is different. The LVF is also different. Okay, we'll come to that later. So filling of the ventricle, hmm, is deficient. It is less here. So you got
Yes,
it.
sir.
And also because the left ventricle fills slowly compared to the normals also. Hmm?
Yes, sir.
You got my point.
Yes,
So
sir.
production of S3 needs good amount of filling, fast filling of the ventricle, which is
Yes, sir.
deficient in S3, deficient in mitral
Metal,
stenosis.
metal
So
stenosis.
the S3 will not be heard.
Yes, sir.
In okay, in pure yeah, mitral stenosis, S3 is not heard. But if there is mitral regurgitation, huh, S3 may be heard. Huh? You got
Yes,
Yes,
it?
sir.
sir.
MS with MR na in this condition. Huh? S3
Yes, sir.
may be heard. Pure MS, no S3. Huh? S3 can be a confusion with opening
Snap.
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 Huh?
Opening snap.
Yeah, opening snap is a characteristic of mitral stenosis.
Metal stenosis, sir.
S3 is a characteristic of mitral regurgitation.
Regurgitation.
Yeah. So these things you have to differentiate. Huh? This is high
Yes,
pitched.
sir.
This is low pitched. Okay. Opening snap is a high pitched sound, whereas S3 is a low pitched sound. Got it?
Yes,
Huh?
sir.
That's about uh, somebody is
Mitral
trying to join.
stenosis.
I will accept him. Smriti. Okay. The those people who have got mic, they can open the mic because otherwise you can't clear your doubts and contribute also and learn. Huh? But only thing see to that background noise doesn't enter the class. Okay, Smriti, Smriti, fine now. So In a cat in mitral stenosis, S3 is not heard. So which of the following is not a characteristic means S3 is the correct answer because it's not heard. Okay,
Yes, sir.
we'll go
Yes,
to
sir.
the next question. Which of the following produces bulky large vegetations?
Infective endocarditis, sir.
Infective endocarditis.
Why not NBTA and Liebensack's endocarditis?
Sir, in Liebensack's endocarditis, that is small vegetation seen in SLE, sir.
Hmm.
And
What about
also
NBTA?
rheumatic carditis also small vegetation, and also NBT also small vegetation, sir.
Yeah,
But
actually, you're correct. This NBTA means a non-bacterial
Non-bacterial
thrombotic
thrombotic
endocarditis disease.
endocarditis.
Got it? Non-bacterial. In fact, it can be an initial stage for
For
this
infective endocarditis.
infective endocarditis.
yes, sir.
And Liebensack's endocarditis means if it is this
Small
NBTA,
cell
if it is associated with SLE, malignancy, debilitating diseases, then we call it as Liebensack's endocarditis. Okay.
endocarditis.
Hmm. Even also it is called as Marantic
Yes, sir.
endocarditis. Huh? So NBTA means it is the initial stage of endocarditis only. Okay. What is this rheumatic carditis? So the most of the questions will be wandering around. They'll be occurring. You'll get a question from rheumatic carditis. What is rheumatic carditis?
Sir, mainly three layers of the cardio is involved in
Good.
rheumatism.
Rheumatic
Rheumatic
carditis
arthritis.
is pancarditis. It is pancarditis. You should remember this because they'll ask questions from this point only. It can be endocardium, myocardium, and
And
pericardium. All the
Pericardium.
three layers are involved. Which bacteria is responsible for rheumatic carditis? Anybody?
sir, group B, uh, um,
Group A.
Uh,
Group A.
Group A, hemolytic streptococcal infection.
Huh? These are all
group,
standard
Group A
MCQ.
hemolytic streptococci.
group,
Hello, who is it? Somebody is telling.
Group B
What?
hemolytic streptococci.
Group A hemolytic streptococci is the cause for
For the
rheumatic carditis.
rheumatic
Okay.
arthritis.
Good. Yeah. So rheumatic carditis has got actually two things. One is acute rheumatic fever.
yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. This happens within 3 to 12 weeks of streptococcus infection.
Infection, sir.
Okay. But later, after few years, maybe 5 to 15 years, we may get chronic rheumatic heart disease. Okay.
Yes, sir.
I think so. You'll be knowing this. Just I want to
Yes, sir.
make you think about those things.
Yes,
Because
sir.
you should. These things are. They will ask some questions around these things only.
Yes, sir.
More than that, in rheumatic heart disease, we'll go to in rheumatic heart disease now. Which valve is commonest, most commonly involved?
Sir, mitral valve, sir.
Mitral valve. Others speak now. Only Roshan is talking. First one most commonly used is involved is mitral.
Then aortic, sir.
Then
Tricuspid.
tricuspid. The last is pulmonary.
Yes, sir.
Okay, this is the frequency of involvement. These things are common. This they may ask you, order them. You got this? They may ask the questions around this. Which is the commonest valve involved in rheumatic heart disease? Mitral. And they may give the order. They may give the
Yes, sir.
order and they may ask you to pick up the right order. Fine. Frequency. They expect you to know everything about rheumatic heart disease. That's what I
Yes,
want
sir.
to know. What about prophylaxis?
Sir, penicillin 1.2 lakhs in it, sir.
1 point. Okay. Somebody was telling something. 1.2 lakhs once in
You,
3 weeks.
yes, sir.
Huh?
Yes.
For how long?
No, sir. There is a four category for secondary prevention.
What is it? How long you give them?
Sir, if carditis present or if
Yeah.
carditis not present.
Yeah, good. 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 Very good. If carditis is present, it is
Sir, if valvular heart disease is also present and carditis present, so lifelong, sir.
Usually more than that is some not practiced, but practice is this. Okay, some people do say like that, up to 45
Yes,
years. Huh?
yes,
Okay,
sir.
I do agree. Some books do mention that up to 45 years that choice is there. You pick it up. Huh? If the
Okay, sir.
carditis is there, pick this answer. 45 years,
Yes,
if choice is there. If there is no carditis, if there is only then only 5 years following rheumatic heart, rheumatic fever. Sorry. Huh?
yes, sir.
Following acute rheumatic fever, huh? Up to 5 years you have to give. Okay, only
Yes, sir.
arthritis means you give only 5 years, otherwise up to 45 years. Fine.
Yes, sir.
Anything you want to ask? Yeah,
Is there a
Tejaswini.
sir, there is any another association 5 years or up to 21 years, which is maybe the greater?
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, 18 or 21.
Sir,
21.
21, sir.
Okay, so whichever is greater is correct. That's correct. That was there. One of them should be there. Huh? Hmm?
Yes, sir.
Okay. That's about penicillin prophylaxis. If there is person is sensitive to penicillin, what drug you will
Sir,
give?
sir,
Erythromycin.
erythromycin.
Huh?
Erythromycin.
Erythromycin, sir.
Erythromycin.
Erythromycin. Huh? Of that has to be given. What is the dose?
250 mg.
250 mg.
Okay. TMG. There is one more tablet.
Aspirin, sir.
Not aspirin, man. Prophylaxis I'm asking. Aspirin is for
V-penicillin.
treating arthritis.
Valvular heart disease, sir, if present.
No,
No.
vancomycin.
What? What?
Vancomycin.
No, you can't give vancomycin as a prophylaxis for a long time. I think so. You're talking about infective enteritis. Huh? In infective enteritis,
V-penicillin.
we give as a treatment. Huh? We are discussing rheumatic heart disease. Huh? Okay, you read this. So aspirin, he was telling now, aspirin is for treating during acute rheumatic fever. Aspirin is given for treating arthritis,
Yes, sir.
and also carditis. Huh? Along with that, we give steroids. Okay. But as a prophylaxis towards prevention of group A, somebody is speaking. What?
Beta
Group A.
hemolytic streptococci.
For prevention of this infection, we give these antibiotics. Huh? Why you give prophylaxis? To prevention of
Secondary prevention, sir.
Secondary prevention.
pharyngitis. Yeah, that pharyngitis should not occur.
Hmm.
Okay. If the patient develops infection with group A streptococcus, he is prone to develop acute rheumatic fever. Again, recurrence of it, and that can damage heart more. Huh? To prevent this, we give prophylaxis with penicillin.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
You got this? So
Yes,
prophylaxis
sir.
is for prevention of infection by this, and thus the progression of the disease. Okay, you
Yes,
read,
sir.
Yes, sir.
you should know everything. They may see for rheumatic fever and all that. You better read Harrison. Read
Yes,
about
sir.
it, or some book which you are reading now. Be thorough with it. Even Indian books like API, API textbook of medicine. Something you read about this properly. Rheumatic carditis, rheumatic, because they will ask a lot of questions from here. They are favorite topics.
Yes, sir.
And things keep changing here. Even zones, I'll come to zones criteria because there is an MCQ on that. Purposely, I am not discussing here. Next, we'll go to the next question. So ECG is poor at detecting ischemia in which artery supply? Roshan.
Sir, uh, I, I did not even answer, sir.
Okay. So see the how do you place the leads? There are, as I told you, there are 12,
12 leads.
12
12
leads.
leads. 12 leads. 6 of them are limb.
Limb leads.
And
6 are
6 are
6 chest leads.
These all leads, na, they are good to pick up anterior and lateral at the maximum lateral part of the heart. Changes here. Huh?
Yes, sir.
But posterior part of the heart, electrical activity, these leads are not good. They may miss it.
Yes, sir.
Now we'll see the anatomy of circumflex artery. Hmm? Huh? This
Yes, sir.
is okay. This is heart will go something like this. Okay. This is sorry. This is intraventricular septum. This is the base of the heart, which is formed by RV. This is LV, and you got a atrioventricular groove here. Okay. Inferior vena cava will join the right atrium here. Okay. Right atrium, superior vena cava will come and join here into the right atrium. This is left atria. So aortic arteries will come like this. The coronary arteries, they'll come here, and the circumflex will go here. Left circumflex will go like this. I'm talking about left to make coronary artery. Circumflex will go like this. LAD will left anterior descending artery. Okay. This will come here. It will go through in between the intraventricular septum here. Here only in this area. Left circumflex will go like this. And it takes rotation, comes backward. You got my point? Whereas
Yes, sir.
RCA, it will come like this. It will come on the inferior surface here. Okay. And it can also give a branch and go back, but it more often it is here. Now, because circumflex predominantly supplies lateral and posterior aspect, the blockage and heart attack due to this vessel, ECG may miss.
Yes, sir.
ECG, electrocardiogram, may miss circumflex artery blocks. Damage to the heart, it may miss. So
Yes, sir.
this is the answer. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Circumflex artery. That's why now sometimes ECG normal. This is one of the reasons. A heart attack and all these things. One of the cause could be this. Now we'll go to the next question. Deoxygenated blood. Deoxygenated blood is seen in
Is
where?
not
Sir, not
Sir,
seen in
not seen in
umbilical vein, sir.
umbilical vein.
Umbilical vein, sir.
Umbilical vein.
Why you say it is umbilical vein?
Sir, because
Umbilical veins carry the
all
oxygenated
of
blood from the placenta.
yes, sir.
Yeah. So pulmonary artery, there is a
There
deoxygenated
is
blood. In normal person I'm talking, adult I'm talking now.
yes, sir.
There is deoxygenated blood because from systemic supply to the right atrium, right ventricle, pulmonary artery. So this is a
Yes,
deoxygenated blood. Then right heart is a deoxygenated blood only. Then we have
yes,
got
sir.
two choices. These two are deoxygenated blood, everybody knows. What about these two? You got an artery and a vein. So usually you expect artery to have oxygenated blood and vein to have a deoxygenated blood.
Yes.
But in respect to fetal circulation, it is reverse here, only for
Reverse,
these
sir.
two arteries. This is the diagram which shows fetal circulation.
Yes, sir.
Now, can you tell me, this is a placenta here. You can see
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
from placenta, the blood will go into the umbilical vein. So this is a mother here. From mother through the placenta, blood will enter the umbilical vein of the fetus. So the
Yes, sir.
blood which comes here is oxygenated.
Oxygenated blood.
The blood which leaves from the baby is deoxygenated. This is artery. Okay. Got it? This is
Yes, sir.
artery. From this umbilical vein, so you should know about fetal circulation. They may ask questions around here. That's why I want you to know more about this. So from the umbilical vein, the blood will enter the
Portal
portal. Means
joins the portal.
inferior vena cava. We'll call it as inferior
And
vena cava.
inferior vena cava.
On the portal system, whatever it comes to inferior vena cava. Okay. From inferior vena cava, it goes into the right atrium of the baby.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Now, in fetal circulation, so there is a ventricle, right? Ventricle here. You can see.
Yes, sir.
So the blood which is coming, say there is a directional flow here. The blood in the which is coming from the inferior vena cava is directed into the left atrium through foramen ovale.
Foramen ovale.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
The blood which is coming from inferior vena cava is directed into left atrium. Okay. From left atrium, it goes to left ventricle. From there, through the aorta, it goes to brain. Predominantly to the carotid artery.
Yes, sir.
Most of the blood which of some part of does go down to the limbs and all that. Through the aorta. But most of it goes to the brain. In fetal development. So if there is a question, the left ventricle blood in fetal circulation goes to which organ? They may ask you like this purposely, and they'll give brain here, head and brain. They'll give limbs and they'll give lungs and all that. So you will get confused between this limbs and brain. You pick up brain. I'll come to how lower limb will come to get blood. So the left ventricle blood will go to aorta. From here it go there is a directional flow because of that. Although it goes predominantly to the brain. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Some part of it does go down into the descending aorta. But predominantly it goes down. Okay. Now, after coming into the brain and all that, the systemic blood. So that comes here. Now, the systemic supply, which vena superior vena cava, yeah, you got it. The systemic blood of this baby will reach the superior vena cava. Got it?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
It reaches the superior cava through azygous vein actually. It reaches the superior vena cava. From superior vena cava, blood, it reaches right atrium only. But there is a directional advantage, forcing it to go into the right ventricle. Getting confused? The blood of inferior vena cava is shunted to the left atrium. The blood of the superior vena cava is shunted down to the
Right ventricle.
Right ventricle.
Right
so the
ventricle.
descending blood. I forgot. Okay, I will finish tell you this also. Descending aorta blood of the this also will go into the umbilical artery to the mother. This one I think you can understand.
Yes, sir.
Now we'll come to this here. Superior vena cava blood comes to the right ventricle. Okay, from there to pulmonary artery. Pulmonary artery. And the lungs don't get that most of the blood in fetal circulation. Instead, this is shunted through ductus arteriosus.
Arteriosus.
The descending aorta. Got it?
Yes, sir.
This is all deoxygenated blood. It reaches here and it comes here and goes to the mother. So this thing you should know. Fetal circulation. Okay.
Yes, sir.
That's about fetal circulation. You go through read it more about it. They will ask questions around this fetal circulation many times. They have asked. Now, C wave in JVP. C wave in JVP. Anybody have black fire? You don't have a mic? Smriti?
Sir, it is bulging of tricuspid valve during isovolumetric contraction.
What is it?
The answer will be
bulging of tricuspid valve. Yeah, tricuspid valve. Okay. So C wave in JVP is due to
closure of tricuspid valve.
Yeah, bulging of tricuspid. This is a very favorite question. tricuspid closure of this tricuspid valve, which will burst into this is the heart.
Isovolumetric
I'll show the heart
injection.
here. Okay. Hmm? Hmm? So this is the superior vena cava. Here you get this one, this one. What do you say? Jugular vein up.
Yes, sir.
This when this tricuspid valve closes, there is pressure upwards. That will cause this C wave. Okay. Hmm?
Yes, sir.
These things you understand first. A wave, is due to
Atrial
atrial systole. That
systole.
means when the atrial
Atrial
systole occurs
contraction.
in relation to the ventricles, atrial systole occurs during ventricular systole or ventricular diastole.
Sir, ventricular
Occurs.
diastole.
Yeah.
Ventricular
The
diastole.
last phase of ventricle
When
diastole.
Yeah. The last phase of ventricular diastole, we get atrial systole. So ventricular diastole has got 4 phases. I'll ask this question. That's why I'm asking you. So isovolumic relaxation,
Relaxation.
early
Early
rapid
rapid filling.
filling,
Slow
and
rapid.
late passive or
Late
slow
rapid.
filling, then atrial systole.
Systole.
This will cause S3, this will cause S4.
S4.
Okay. These are phases of diastole. Now the atrial systole will cause A wave. Atrial diastole will cause X descent.
Yes, sir.
X descent. So C wave is in fact interruption in X descent. It is interruption in X descent is C wave. Hmm?
CV.
This happens because of closure of tricuspid valve. When the atria start dilating, the, mm, the ventricle will start contracting.
Contract.
Initial. In fact, before contraction, it will happen. It will close only. So there is C wave. Tricuspid valve will close. Okay. Actually, ventricular systole takes some more time here. Before that only, the tricuspid valve will close. So the atrial a C wave is due to tricuspid valve closure. You should remember
Closure.
this. They'll ask the question. Now this is X descent. Then comes V wave. This is ventricular systole. That
Yes,
is
sir.
right. When ventricular systole cause V wave. Then after the ventricular systole, there is a diastole.
Why descent?
Ventricle. There is a Y wave. Y descent. Sorry. Okay. And I have put the table here. So for you people to this one, fall in atrial pressure during tricuspid opening. This table is there in the PPT there. You can read about it.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
The sixth question. Pulsus paradoxus is characterized by. What is pulsus paradoxus?
Sir, inspiratory decline in systemic blood pressure that is greater than 10 millimeter of mercury.
Yeah. Pulsus paradoxus means normally there is inspiratory decrease in
Decrease.
systemic pressure. Very good. More than 10 millimeters of mercury. It is
Yes,
called
sir.
as pulsus paradoxus. This is also a favorite question they'll ask.
Yes, sir.
So the
Yes, sir.
pulsus paradox is characterized by decrease in systemic pressure during expiration. Is it correct?
Wrong, sir. Wrong.
No,
No.
sir. Wrong.
Okay.
The second
There
option.
is a decreased
Second
blood
option.
flow to the
The
right
right.
heart during expiration. What happens? Right heart. So during inspiration,
Thoracic
intrathoracic
pressure.
pressure comes down,
Ready.
is reduced. So it causes suction effect. So during inspiration, there is a increased flow, in fact, to the right side of the heart. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So compared to the left side, the right side is thinner.
Yes, sir.
Right side
Yes,
are
sir.
thinner. So when the blood flow occurs in more during inspiration, the this septum it bulges into the left side. There is a bulging. Huh?
Okay, sir.
Huh? This bulging will cause reduction of volume here on the left side. Okay, left ventricle will have decreased size.
Yes, sir.
It will accumulate less blood. I mean, so when it accumulate less blood, it pumps less blood. So that it reduces systemic pressure. So what happens? Why the pulses paradoxus occurs? As there is a increased, I mean, increased blood flow to right ventricle
Ventricles.
during inspiration. The septum moves to the left, leading to LV, decrease LV size, leading to fall in systemic pressure. You are getting me?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Yeah. So that's the reason the pulses, that is normally that happens. Huh? Pulses, what does then, when this is normal, why we call it as pulses paradoxus?
So there is there's exaggerated decrease.
Exaggerated normal fall, it is actually. As he told, more than, normally it is 10 mm of mercury. If this is more than that, it is called pulses paradoxus.
Pathological.
In what is pulses paradoxus is exaggerated. You forgot to use the term. Exaggerated physiological fall of systemic pressure during inspiration is pulses paradoxus.
Yes, sir.
Then what is the paradox here? When it is exaggerated, there is no paradox only. Why it is
So
paradox?
no, the name paradoxus is a misnomer used here.
It is not a misnomer. Okay.
Sorry.
We'll come to this. The paradox is about feeling of the pulse. Paradox is about feeling of the pulse without heart sounds.
Yes, sir.
Physiological decrease in systemic blood pressure in the inspiration gets exaggerated. There are two choices left. The first one, what you said, this is false. This is not correct. The decrease in inspiration is not correct. The right heart will get more blood. This is also incorrect. Answer, this one is correct. Then physiological decrease in systemic blood pressure. This is correct answer.
Fourth option, sir.
Fourth, sir.
Yeah. What about this third one? No, this answer is a classic definition of a pulse paradox only. It is exaggerated normal fall. Okay. Paradox is actually you get heart sounds, but you don't get pulse. It is reverse given here. You can see that. The paradox,
Yes,
what is pulse paradox is? You can hear the heart sounds, but you cannot get the radial pulse. That is a paradox about.
yes, sir.
What
Yes,
is the
sir.
paradox here is? You can hear the heart sounds, but you cannot feel the radial pulse. That is a paradoxus. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. I given the causes for pulse paradoxus. Usually they will ask these questions. Tamponade, pericardial effusion, concentric pericarditis, restrictive cardiopathy, embolism. You go through this. They will ask this question. This one, bronchial asthma, acute severe, like tension pneumothorax, shock, valvulus. These all things they may ask questions. They are all favorite things for the examiners. You will have to know them.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. What is a Corrigan pulse? Is all
It's
about all true except.
Water hammer pulse, sir.
It is also
Yes,
called
sir.
as
Yes. Water hammer pulse, characterized by rapid upstroke and rapid downstroke and high volume.
Yeah, there is a rapid upstroke and rapid. So there
Downstroke,
is
sir.
rapid upstroke, rapid downstroke in the pulse. Okay.
Yes, sir.
That is about. There is a rapid upstroke. So there are
Yes.
except here. Okay. There is a
Fourth.
rapid carotid upstroke. So this is a correct answer. So this is not the
Yes,
choice
sir.
we should make.
Correct.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
So the pulse pressure is narrow.
Yes, sir.
So Corrigan's pulse, the pulse pressure is narrow or wide?
Wide,
Sir,
sir.
greater than 60, sir. Wide, sir.
Yeah, then this is wrong. This is the correct answer. You have to take this only then. It is
Yes,
seen
sir.
in severe aortic regurgitation, seen in venous
It is
fistulas,
seen in
arterial
IoT.
fistulas. Why you get Corrigan's pulse? So actually now what happens is the diastolic pressure will be reduced more often. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Or the systemic aortic pressure or systolic pressure will, there is both here. In coronary pulse, systolic pressure is more, diastolic pulse is reduced. Now, for example, so you said 60, more than 60 white pressure you said now. You can have a patient coming with a BP 180 by 90, hypertensive. Can these people have coronary pulse? You have seen many patients in as house surgeon. Huh? Anybody? Tejaswini, Smriti, to call a coronary pulse in a patient of coronary pulse, the diastolic pressure will be less only. You should remember this, huh? It will be less than 60. Okay. It is not only the width of this. Diastolic pressure is also has to be less. That is also requirement. Huh? So the pulse pressure is wide. They will ask, huh? Huh?
Yes, sir.
And they will ask the causes for coronary pulse. What are the causes?
Sir, aortic regurgitation,
Okay.
Patent ductus
hyperthyroidism,
arteriosus.
Yeah, hyperdynamic circulation. All. Anemia.
anemia,
Huh?
pregnancy, vitamin
Pregnancy,
B,
good. Pregnancy,
Uh,
then
so
hyperthyroidism.
PDA.
PDA, good, very good.
sir,
PDA you get
thyrotoxicosis.
because PDA you get is the blood. There is a uh, there is a pushing of the right ventricular blood into the descending artery. You can get that also. Okay. PDA is a good answer. They will ask this question. PDA. Then
Uh,
Sir, thyrotoxicosis.
Mitral
already hyperthyroidism you
regurgitations.
said na. Mitral regurgitation, not very good answer. Huh? Hmm?
Sir,
Okay. Huh?
vitamin B1 deficiency, very, sir.
Vitamin
B1
B12,
deficiency, very, sir.
vitamin B12 deficiency.
B1, sir.
Very, yeah, very fine. Very fine. There is a hyperdynamic circulation. That is the cause. And arteriovenous fistula, because the venous blood pressure is less and arterial blood pressure is more, there is a connection between them. You can have these things. Okay. Some people are joining now. There is a miscommunication for them. Okay. So the coronary pulse, the causes they will ask. AR. You should know that. You should read about that. Causes. So S4 heart sound is characterized by. So
Sir,
what is the
during
S4 heart sound due to?
sir,
Atrial systole.
Yeah, atrial systole produces.
atrial systole, sir.
Yeah, yeah, good. Atrial systole produces S4. Now it may be seen in aortic stenosis.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
It is.
It may be seen. So why it happens is in aortic stenosis, the heart. What are the types of hypertrophy in the heart? Concentric and
Dilate.
concentric and eccentric. Dilated means actually eccentric one. Yeah. Concentric and eccentric. So in a patient who has got a concentric hypertrophy, the dilatation problem is there. Diastole, they won't dilate quickly. Thick
Yes, sir.
muscle. Okay. You're getting me?
Yes, sir.
Because in a concentric hypertrophy, the thickness of the wall is more, whereas in eccentric hypertrophy, chamber size is more.
Yes, sir.
Okay. As there is thickness here more, they don't dilate. When they dilate, suddenly due to atrial contraction, there can be production of S4. It has to open with force. It produces sound. Exaggerated S4 will be heard. Any patient with aortic stenosis, hypertrophic cardiomyopathy, these people can have S4. Even normal old people, you can hear aged people, because the collagen fibers and all elastic fibers will be replaced by collagen fibers. So the heart will become stiffer with aging. So stiff heart will not dilate. So they can have S4 normally heard. Huh? You're getting me?
Yes, sir.
Following myocardial infarction, except it is a large tissue, there can be S4. Huh? These are all questions they'll ask. Causes for S4. Huh? They all accept something like they can ask. So you will ask AS. Huh? They may give you HOCM. They may give old age. Then they may give even restricted cardiomyopathy stuff that they may give
Hyper,
all. Huh?
hypertension.
But if they give DCM, don't pick this choice. Huh? It can happen here. There can be there's an explanation for that. But you pick up the best answer. Okay. Hmm? You got my point.
Yes, sir.
Hmm? So it may be seen in aortic stenosis. It is a high
Yes, sir.
pitch sound.
No, sir. Low pitch.
Okay. Low pitch sound. So uh, it occurs due to cessation of relaxation of the ventricles. That's what. Why cessation? More stiff, there is cessation. Got it? Thicker or things now they'll cessate. They'll not dilate easily. Hmm? So that's the reason. Huh? This one. This is it occurs due to
Cessation
Cessation of
of
cessation of
relaxation.
relaxation of ventricles.
ventricles.
This occurs when the compliance of the ventricles is increased as in dilated cardiomyopathy.
The compliance
Got
is
it.
decreased.
Yeah, compliance is decreased. Okay. So in this case, how many answers are correct?
Two, sir. Aortic
Two,
stenosis
sir.
and
Yeah.
relaxation
This
of
is, I think
cessation
it
of
has come from
relaxation of
PCI.
ventricles.
There are two answers for that. Huh? Okay. Okay. It may occur cessation of relaxation. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Impact. Uh, this is the
Sir,
best answer. Single answer. Okay. What is it?
sir, I have a doubt, sir.
Okay. Please go ahead.
Sir, in aortic stenosis, there is you already told yesterday there is reverse splitting of S2
Yeah.
and delayed A2, and so I think S2 is found in aortic stenosis and atrial stenosis there is S4,
What
sir.
atrial means what? Aortic stenosis. Okay. Mitral. Hello?
Yes, sir.
Atrial stenosis, right? I'm not getting you.
Sir,
Roshan.
yes, sir. I have means in aortic stenosis also reverse splitting of S2 is there or not?
Yeah, A2 will get delayed. Okay, I should talk. So the see normally S2 has got two components. Huh?
Yes,
A2
A2.
and
sir.
P2.
Okay.
A2 and P2.
P2. And you during inspiration, what happens is splitting is heard. Huh?
Yes, sir.
Huh? So that means A2 and P2, there is a splitting heard normally in inspiration, but during expiration, this is not heard. This is normal.
Yes, sir.
Am I correct? Now, so what about type of splitting I told? Huh? One is normal, then you got wide or anybody else, you can speak here.
Fixed.
Wide or persistent. Huh? Then you got fixed, then you got
Reversed.
reverse. Reverse or paradoxical. Okay.
Yes,
Huh?
sir.
Reverse or paradoxical. These are four types of so wide second order splitting now. Now we'll come to I. Hold on. Okay, now there are four types of splitting. Hmm? Now I discussed about of normal. Now we'll go to wide splitting. Huh? In wide
Yes,
splitting,
sir.
so you can hear splitting both during inspiration and expiration.
Yes, sir.
Huh?
Yes, sir.
Okay. You can hear. In fact, but it will be varying. Duration will be varying. Huh? This you can hear in wide splitting when you when P2 is delayed. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Now that happens due to right bundle branch block. Okay. Then pulmonary stenosis, pulmonary
Hypertension.
regurgitation, these things. Then right heart failure, These things can cause wide or persistent splitting. Hmm? Okay, then we'll
Yes,
come
sir.
to fixed. In this, we can hear both splitting is heard both in inspiration and expiration.
Yes, sir.
The causes are ASD,
Pulmonary
pulmonary
stenosis.
hypertension. Huh? Pulmonary hypertension can cause both fixed and wide. Pulmonary hypertension. These are the causes for fixed splitting. Hmm? Okay. Then you got paradoxical,
Reversed.
paradoxical or reverse splitting. Huh? Here you can hear splitting in expiration, but not in during inspiration. It is not heard. This is reverse splitting. This is due to delay of A2.
Le-
Hmm?
yes, sir.
So delay of A2 occurs due to LBBB. Okay. Then aortic stenosis, aortic regurgitation. Okay. These things can cause reverse splitting. Okay. Anything?
Yes,
Question.
sir.
What was your doubt now?
Sir, understand, sir.
Now you asked something with S4.
Sir, I think
What happened
three is the
actually?
most
Why I? Oh, go ahead.
three option is the most appropriate, sir. I think.
Actually, I would go for this with than this. If there's only one answer. Hmm?
Okay, sir.
That the sudden cessation of relaxation is not. This is okay. Both are okay, but in that too, I will go for this. Because
Okay, sir.
in fact, if you go like that, if you want to further filter, you can argue like this. It is hard in actual severe aortic stenosis, not in a mild. Okay. Hmm?
Yes, sir.
Hmm? This is both of them can be given, but this is a better choice. Okay.
Oh, okay, sir.
This is examiner think of way. Sometimes you get really into tough with this. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Ninth, which of these are prone for infective endocarditis? Patent ductus arteriosus,
No, no, sir.
mitral valve
Valvul-
prolapse, atrial septal defect, mitral stenosis.
Sir, mainly valvular heart disease, sir.
Valve, this is mitral stenosis.
Sir, I think mitral valve prolapse.
Mitral valve prolapse. Which of these is prone for infective endocarditis? This one.
So,
So why not
uh,
this mitral
um,
stenosis?
it's rare, sir. Very rare.
Yeah, it is rare. But why I am asking? So to develop mitral stenosis now, there has to be a good pressure gradient.
हाँ sir, हाँ sir.
Because left atrium to left ventricle, I do agree there is a gradient in patients of mitral stenosis, but it is not very big compared to other things. That is one major reason why MS and in ASD. In between, the atrial pressures are not high
Yes,
compared to
sir.
the ventricular pressures. Atrial both there is a right atrium, there is a left atrium. These pressures are less. Okay, compared to the ventricles. Got it?
Yes, sir.
So due to that, atrial septal defect, the infective endocarditis does not occur, and in mitral stenosis also it is very less. But in patients of mitral regurgitation, the flow from ventricle into the right atrium, left atrium is there, left atrium. So ventricle is a high pressure chamber, so it pushes blood with the pressure, so it can damage the endocardium and form a nidus for infective endocarditis. Okay,
Yes, sir.
you got it. So
Yes,
in
sir.
MR, it is prone for IE, but not MS. Okay. This mitral stenosis is notorious to cause infective endocarditis. Of course, it should be associated with MR. Okay. MVP without MR is not a risk of IE. Okay. You're getting me?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
It is with MR it produces. There can be infective endocarditis. Okay. What about this patent ductus arteriosus? Why not infective endocarditis here? I say, what is the communication between pulmonary artery to descending
Aorta, sir.
aorta?
Aorta.
Pulmonary artery
Descending
pressures are
aorta.
around 25 mmHg at the max. Descending aorta, you will get around 180 by 90. There is a pressure gradient of 40 to 50. So the
Yes,
blood
sir.
from descending aorta will flow into the
Two.
pulmonary artery with
One.
the Mach gradient. It can hit the pulmonary arteries. Okay. They can hit here. Pulmonary arteries, they can hit here. Communication
Yes,
is
sir.
there, na? Descending aorta, it can come and hit the jet, can hit here and can cause damage here. It is also prone for endocarditis. It is an infection. There can be nidus here. But is it endocarditis?
Hmm.
It is a infective end arthritis.
Yes, sir.
It is not cardium, endocardium. It is actually endothelium. You got it?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Purpose is the twisting here. So patent ductal arthritis is prone for infection. The proper word is actually endarthritis. Loosely the people call it as endocarditis. Got it?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Some people, and you can loosely you can apply to get away with the question. But when you want to filter in between these two, knock this out. If the question is this, and pick this. Okay, on that basis because it causes endarthritis. Okay, huh?
Yes, sir.
You should supposed to pick most appropriate answer. Okay, we'll come to the last question today. Reverse Jones criteria. Which of these is not a diagnosis of acute rheumatic fever? Lokit.
Yes, sir.
Lokit. He joined. He left.
Sir, left, sir, already.
Okay. Reverse Jones criteria. Which of these is not a diagnosis of acute rheumatic fever?
Sir,
Sorry,
third option.
revised. Revised Jones criteria.
Third option, sir.
Three
Three
minor
minor
criteria.
criteria.
Okay. When was this? When this Jones criteria was revised? In which year? They'll ask this. 2015. It is very recent.
Sir. Sir.
Huh? So it has been grouped into the Jones criteria has grouped into
Two,
for
two,
the
two categories, sir.
low risk patients and high risk low risk population. Sorry, and
Low or
high
moderate risk, sir.
moderate to high risk population. So we come
Yes,
under
sir.
this high Indians. Our population is for this. So this criteria are to be taken for Indians. So
Yes.
criteria for these and for these are different. The basic difference is in high risk, even if the person has got monoarthritis, it is taken as arthritis,
Ma- Major
major
criteria.
criteria. Whereas here, in a low risk, monoarthritis is not taken.
Absent.
We need to have a polyarthritis only. Huh? Okay, that is the basic difference between these two. Okay, low risk population, high risk population. And apart from that, first episode and subsequent episode diagnostic criteria are different. In first episode, these three minor criteria is not acceptable. One
Yes, sir.
major and
Two
okay,
minor
two minor, or
or two
two
major.
major, or one major and
Two minor.
two minor in the
Minor.
first episode. Okay, but subsequent episode, huh, this apart from this one major or two major, one major, two minor, even this is accepted, but this should be subsequent episodes. Already a known case of acute rheumatic fever, in them we can use this criteria to take it as a recurrence. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay, even this revised Jones criteria, which is not a diagnosis of acute rheumatic fever. In subsequent episodes, documentation of group A infection is necessary.
Yes, sir.
Hmm?
Yes, sir.
Okay, this is which is not banned, it is not necessary. Okay, okay.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
These are the today's. You go through this revised Jones criteria. You should know everything. They can ask questions from here. Huh?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
You all those in between things you try to memorize.
Yes, sir.
Okay. This is today's uh, class, and tomorrow there is a class on MCQs on what do you say on epidemiology, PNSM. Okay, the questions will be uploaded in within under 5-10 minutes. You people prepare and come tomorrow. It will be good for you people. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Anything you want to ask?
No, sir.
No, sir.
Okay.
Thank you, sir.